Yeah, buddy. Got another one. Got one.
So Josh Bendoski here from BendoskiPowerFishing.com. We're down here at Utah Lake. You can see these fish here. We got about 20 of them. Some perch, white bass, all kinds of stuff with a really unique presentation. We had to use some really small jigs, just a really simple way of doing it. But here's the result. Quite a few fish, and we'll go into the video on how we got them.
Josh Bendoski here from BendoskiPowerFishing.com, and we just got back from Utah Lake where we just caught a ton of fish. White bass, perch, sunfish, we were catching a bunch of them. And the bite has changed a little bit. You know, it's cold weather now, it's November. Well, we just got back from ice fishing as well up in High Uintas. Caught over 75 trout up in the High Uintas, our first ice fishing adventure, and I'll put a link in the description or you can go back to my channel and see that video. But anyways, down at Utah Lake, the bite is still on. You can still catch a ton of fish, and the technique that we used there was very interesting in that we used just a teeny tiny jig head, and they come in, we just finally launched our Bendoski Power Fishing box. Subscription box. This box is full of lures that we fish ourselves personally and catch tons and tons and tons of fish on. You've seen my videos. If you're on this video, you've seen them. Hopefully you've seen my other videos where we are catching just tons and tons and tons of fish. I probably caught, you know, well over 1,000 fish this season. And so these are lures that we use ourselves. This is stuff that we know works. There's videos of us catching tons, hundreds and hundreds of fish on this exact lures. There's a lot of stuff in here. So I highly recommend going to BendoskiPowerFishing.com and ordering a box because that's the stuff that we use. If you see our videos, you see we catch lots of fish, and that's exactly what's in there. But anyway, so let's get to this video and the techniques that we used. So what we did, and you'll see in the video, is here's my pole. I used my Daiwa D-Shock rod and reel combo. Daiwa D-Shock. I got this at Cabela's. No, I got it at Shields. Anyways, 6'6", medium light action. But happened to be on here 20-pound braid to a double uni knot to a 8-pound fluorocarbon leader. Okay, and as I mentioned in my ice fishing video, that it doesn't always, it's not always super important. But man, as the bite gets, they're not as aggressive, you know, a nice fluorocarbon leader is a big deal. And this is a gold one, 132. And we put on this, we caught them on a couple different colors. This is a white, little teeny tiny, and I'll in the video, I'll put some screenshots in here so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. And then just the tiniest bobber you got, okay? Tiniest little bobber that you have, down to a teeny tiny little jig head. In fact, let me put that up in the torso so you can see it. See a little bobber, and then I'll see if I can just get that up to the camera. Okay, there it is right there. Just a little tiny jig head and a bobber, okay? And that bobber is only about 18 inches from the jig head. And you just barely set it in the water. Don't even cast. We weren't even casting. You just barely, as far as your arm can reach, standing on the shore. We were shore fishing. Standing on the shore, and you just barely dip it in the water. And just the littlest tiny little jig movement. Just a little like this. Boom, 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 snap them, okay? And white bass are just fun to catch. They fight way harder than the trout that we went and caught up in the High Uintas the next day. So we went on Saturday. I went to Utah Lake and we caught a bunch of white bass, perch, and some other stuff you'll see in the video. And then on Sunday we went up to the High Uintas and caught over 75 trout ice fishing. So if you haven't already seen the ice fishing video, check that one out too. And all this stuff comes in our box. You know, that's we want to help you catch a ton of fish. So check out the box. Sometimes they come in white, just kind of depends on our inventory. And we are going to have an ice fishing one specifically for ice fishing. The main box though has stuff for ice fishing. The main box With this box here, I mean, this is like the best of the best stuff. It's every month, you know, it changes. We put new stuff in it. And, you know, just real briefly here, our lures are American made. We work with local manufacturers here in my state, Utah, actually. But they're American made lures, high quality, and we catch so many fish on them. And that's what we want for you. Honestly, that's one of the reasons we started this YouTube channel. And the box idea came later, but you know, we want to help you guys catch fish the way we catch fish. And if you've seen any of my videos, we are catching hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of fish. We are having amazing days, and we want that for you. So even if you never, you know, buy one of our boxes, that's totally fine. We want you to use the techniques that we show you. And I'm not saying I'm the best fisherman in the world. I'm always happy to learn more. I try and go with people who know more than me. You know, if I show up on some water and I don't know for sure, you know, fishing is interesting, as you know. You got to test some things. So if I show up on the water and I see some guys really killing it, I'll go up and talk to them, you know, and ask them. You know, some people will tell me, some people won't. You know, that's fishing too. Not everybody's as forthcoming as we are, but we want to help people catch fish. That's our goal, is to help you catch as many fish as possible, so that you can have these stellar days where you just have, you know, so many fish. And so anyways, here's the video. This is how to catch fish November in Utah Lake. And enjoy and get out there and catch yourself some fish.
So first catch here. These fish are biting on the smallest little things. Here's the first white bass of the day. Right here off the shore. Oh, got another one. Yeah, buddy. Hey, there's another white bass though. Not bad. Fish, what's that? Not bad at all. Got another one. Oh yeah. We're really flowing. Look at that. There you go. Look at that fish, guys. Another one. Got one. Whoa, nice one. That's the biggest one I've caught today. A big knife.